Recently, a really big dude, we'll call him Des, came to see me. And Des has been struggling with low back pain for about 7 or 8 years. This guy's only 33 or something, thereabouts. But when he first got this wicked pain, he went to the GP, and the GP gave him some drugs, and the drugs made him feel really sick. So he stopped taking those, and they didn't help the pain, and they made him feel horrible. So he dropped that. He then went to a physiotherapist, and the physiotherapist gave him some exercises to do and some massage, but the exercises, he was in too much pain to do them really properly, and the massage didn't really feel like it did a lot for him. So he then dropped, manual means of intervention with this. So 7, 8 years later, I've been looking after this guy's mum for quite a while. She's called me and said, look, he's at the end of his rope. I can see you don't have any availability. Would it be possible for him to see you? So I've shuffled life around a wee bit and managed to see the guy, and he's got a hooking big, wicked, restricted pelvis, the stuff I look after all day, my bread and butter. And we've been able to make some inroads with this guy really quickly. But I know there's a lot of folk, well, the vast majority, almost all of the incoming clientele to my office who are seeing me with a condition they've had for a while have tried physiotherapy and tried it pretty well. Like they've given this a fair chance. They haven't just gone twice and quit. They've given it a red hot go, and it hasn't. Well, I guess if it worked really well, then I wouldn't have met them. So I guess most of my incoming clientele with spinal related stuff have already done physio till they're blue in the face. And the reason I'm making this video is to say, well, there's other approaches. There are some chiropractors who are very similar to physiotherapists, dominantly doing massage, sometimes some dry needling and some trigger point therapy. The way that we do chiropractic, we do Gonstead Chiropractic, and it is very different. So we're pushing forces into your spine, into the appropriate joints to change the way that your brain controls your spine. So when we get that system sorted, then when you add those exercises on, they're amazing. But essentially, you're trying to do some of these quite specific exercises to a spine that already doesn't work. And unfortunately, simply strengthening up a poorly working spine may give you a stronger, poorly working spine, but it's unlikely to turn it around. And I think logically with some of this stuff, if I went to see someone because my elbow was really hurting, and they didn't take an image, they didn't investigate it, but the advice was to do a lot of bicep curls, and doing a bicep curl actually makes it hurt worse, I'm probably not going to do those bicep curls, and they're unlikely to work anyway, to be honest. But that is what the vast majority of folk are getting told. They can exercise their way out of this, and it can be really upsetting and make people feel quite shameful and guilty when that doesn't work. So those exercises you've been taught will probably be quite useful down the track once we get your spine working properly. So if you've tried physiotherapy and you haven't had a lot of luck, that doesn't mean that all manual approaches are going to fail you, because I guess if we were failing folk, you wouldn't be watching this video. Well, our reviews and our reputation is making us stand out a long way. So yeah, just because you've failed in some either other chiropractors' offices, this technique is different enough that there's still a good possibility that you'll get better. I hope you find that helpful.